Hello, boys and girls. It's when I feel like 8 o'clock. I'm Pearl of Wisdom, and you're listening to my NHL Pearls of Wisdom. At when I feel like it, because I've decided to live life when I feel like it. Yeah, it's working out so far. I get to stay in Helen's place, which is something I feel like doing. I don't have to go back into my crowded house anymore, which is something that I feel like doing. So, I don't want to get into anything more than that, but I highly recommend it. Just, if you don't feel like going to work today, just don't. There, just tell them Perlo said that. Okay, just call up your boss and said, yeah, Perlo told me that I don't need to go to work today because I don't feel like it. Just say that. Tell me how that works out for you. Okay, anyways, we had, yesterday was not the greatest day in the world. We'll get into that. It was okay. I thought it was bad. It was almost spanking worthy. I may go get a spanking anyways. You know, sometimes sometimes it's good just to take a punishment for free, just in case you need one in the future. Might go down there to the Spanking Institute and talk to Carl, Larissa, and Jane. Talk to them, tell them about my story, and maybe get some recommendations on whether I should get a spanking today or not. See what they got to say. Well, so we had the Leafs game. Now, I picked the Leafs to win, but I did say that I recommended over and take Jets on the PL. So, if you would have went with the over, you would have been great. If you would have went Jets PL, you would have been great. I generally like to go the safe route, so I probably would have bet Jets PL. I kind of wish I would have maybe made that a little more clearer yesterday. That's all. That's all I got to say about that. Caps game, was slightly off. I said the Caps are going to win. Carter Hart at home. What the hell is going on? Go check out his record on the road and at home. I thought maybe it was just an aberration. Not to mention, Philadelphia coming off the road off of a long road trip. Funny thing, Professor MJ picked Philadelphia yesterday. Now I know that he usually advises against picking a team that comes off on a road trip. So tell me about it in the comment section there. Make sure we're connecting. And I'll be able to comment more yesterday. Yesterday, I was caught up with some volunteer work there at Chinky's House of Pilates and Yoga. We were teaching 5-year-olds how to do Pilates yesterday, and I do that on my free time. Little guys. So wasn't able to get to my phone. Notice there wasn't much in the comment section. You don't need me to be there to talk amongst yourselves. You can talk to each other, But we did have some talking. Wait, what else do we have? Oh, the Stars. We nailed it. Stars. Bob Hope. What I wanted to bring up about Bob Hope. Bob Hope is a new fellow from what I understand. I haven't seen him comment down there before. Thank you, Mr. Bob. Thanks for commenting. We love to have you. He actually put down the teams he thought he was going to win, that were going to win, and he actually went even with the scores. Now, he wasn't really all that accurate, but he did have the over for the Leafs game, but he picked the Leafs like me. Same score, actually, 4-3. He was right on the Stars. Was he bang on? I can't remember. I think, did he take 3-1? And he also had the Caps 5-2. But you know what? Ballsy of you to actually put it out there and say, I'm going to tell you, all right, flat out, this is what I think. That kind of information and helps a lot. Doug Masta had some fine pearls down there. You might want to check that out. Doug's always got really good picks and really good thoughts. And what else do we have? Oh, Totandex is the moniker this fellow goes by. And he said he stayed away and enjoyed the hockey matches. And sometimes that's the best thing to do, isn't it, boys and girls? Just chill and enjoy the games. And thanks for Totandex for commenting down there. Make sure you're all doing that. And also while you're doing it, see if you can get your finger up there and touch that like when you like it, if you like what you're hearing, because it helps with the algorithm. Talk to Gord. Gord's always telling me this. Now, we're up to about an average of 200 views, and that's not too shabby. And apparently, if we keep the views, if we get them up to like 40 or 50, something like that, we can get up to like maybe 1,000 views. And when we get up to 1,000 views, I'm going to celebrate by sending everybody a limited edition Pearls of Wisdom necklace again. Everyone, all of you, when we hit 1,000. Melissa's going to be very busy. Although we've been doing some interviews, and it's possible we're starting. If you have some helicopter driving experience, let me know before it's too late, because we've been doing interviews and we're going to have another helicopter driver here soon. Okay, let's get into our picks for today. We got a lot of picks somewhere along here, somewhere if I can find them. There we go. We got a lot of picks for today, so we better get at them. Oh yeah, namaste. Namaste, connecting with divines. We're connecting with our divines. Okay. Jets versus Bruins. Jets, three games in 3 nights. Big win against Toronto last night. I definitely think Brossois might be in net, though. I wouldn't do that if I were them, but 3 games in 3 nights, Hellebuck may need a break. And to do it against the Bruins is tough. I have to figure the Bruins are going to win here. I'm taking the Bruins on the money line, 4-2. And you could do it in regulation. This may be my game of the night. Oilers versus the Canadians. Now, Smith is going to be in net. And they say, well, he's looked better. Yeah, I'm not comfortable. I've got the Oilers edging this out 3-2 because the Canadians are so injured. They've got Gallagher out and Drouin and I got the Oilers winning 3-2, but I'm honestly not that comfortable. Also, I kind of changed that. I think this is more like 5-4-3. I think it's safe. I don't like the game. I don't like the Oilers are just so freaking unpredictable. That's the problem. You've got 2 great guys in Draisaitl and McDavid that can win a game all by themselves. They have virtually no offensive depth whatsoever. Their goaltending is iffy, could be great, could be bad, could be this. Very difficult team to pick. I personally fade pretty much Oilers games, but I have to pick one. I'm going to take the Oilers 4-3, somewhere around there. Yotes versus the Lightning. I'm not much for this game at all. The Yotes are flying. Tampa Bay is flying. I'm going to watch this game because this is an interesting game. Vasilevsky and Hill, Aiden Hill, who the wealth of goaltenders that the Coyotes have is amazing. Aiden Hill is a damn good young goaltender. I imagine they're probably going to lose Ranta. They're going to, for sure, lose Ranta or Kemper. Maybe trading soon before the expansion draft so they don't lose one. I don't know exactly how that's going to work because if they lose one of them, then Aiden Hill then gets 2. So they may just let them go to expansion. But whatever. Anyways, how does that affect the picks? It doesn't. I'm slightly leaning to the Lightning 3-2, about 55% here. Oilers, Canadians. Oilers should be 60% to win. But like I said, they're so unpredictable. I would fade that game. Bruins, I like them 70% in that one. Nucks versus the Panthers. Oilers and Panthers are the 2 most unpredictable teams in the league. Bobrovsky, they keep on putting him in. Keeps on sucking. I'm leaning to the Canucks on this game simply because Bobrovsky is just so shitty. and Markstrom is very good. As far as the Panthers, the lineup outside of their goaltender should easily be in the playoffs this year. It's just, I don't trust Bobrovsky, so I'm taking the Canucks 4-3. Devils versus the Rangers. I think the Devils have a good chance here against the Rangers. I would take the Devils on the puck line. Like I said, I would do that a lot in the second half. I think the Devils are going to have a much better second half. Their energy is a lot better. That's what I would do. I think Blackwood will be in net. Now, let's keep in that comment section and let us know if it's going to be Deming or something crazy like that, because then we change things all around. Sabres versus the Blues. I take Sabres all day. Olofsson and Skinner out. Although Skinner hasn't had the greatest year, possibly because he's been injured. Olofsson, they're still two very offensive guys, and they don't have all that much offense to begin with. I got to say the Blues. I'm saying the Blues in reg, 4-1. Preds versus the Hawks. Are the Preds with the new coach have had a couple days to get acquainted. Strome and Saad out for the Hawks. I don't like either. I don't like this game. I'm fading it. It's two very unpredictable teams. I got the Hawks down here 3-2, but I'm not sure. Could be either way. Really could be either way. If Lehner's in net, I lean a little bit more to the Hawks. Wild versus the Flames. I like the Flames flow. And I like that new coach that they have, Jeff Ward. I think he's doing a fine job. I really do. That being said, the Wild are very resilient, and although they do have some injuries, it hasn't really stopped them. I could take the Wild and PL. Wild will keep it close almost assuredly. A Boudreau coach team doesn't lose too often by more than one goal. So, yeah, that's what I would take here. You could take Flames money line or Wild PL, and I think the Wild PL would be the safest bet. Let's put it that way. I'd say Wild PL, 70 to 75% chance they're going to win. They're going to lose by no more than one goal, and I'm pretty sure you're getting a goal and a half from them. So, Kings versus the Golden Knights. I've been loving the Golden Knights. Kings have been playing 3 games in 3 nights. Now, this isn't something I do very often, but I did look at Professor MJ before I did this video. He is stressing the Kings here. Go check it out. He had if he scored less than 2, I don't know. I don't really get it. I try to put some logic to it, but it's just sort of like some random ways that things work, and it's a huge window that he goes from, and it seems to work out. So I'll always take a look at Professor MJ, I would say. I think he's fantastic. I got to think the Golden Knights have got to get it turned around here. I'm taking the Knights 3-2. It's just 3 days and 3 nights. I'd really like to talk to Professor MJ about that. A team has got to be really tired. It's going to be really tough for the Kings to win this game against a fast team like the Golden Knights, being tired and not a fast team at the same time. So as much as I appreciate his betting system, I just find it hard to believe the Kings can pull that one out. Stars versus the Ducks. He's taking the Ducks here too. And the Ducks are on a the Stars are the Stars on a back-to-back? I think the Stars are on a back-to-back. I've got Canucks in the PL here. I think the Ducks in the PL is a good bet, and I'm kind of in line with MJ with that. I could see the Ducks winning this game, actually, even though Silverberg is out. That's the other thing that his algorithm doesn't seem to take into consideration injuries or anything like that. So it's very interesting. Jackets versus the Sharks. The Jackets are playing 3 games in 4 nights. They have virtually no NHL players on their team. They have a guy named Nathan Gerbe, who in his prime played about 10 minutes a night, something like that for the New York Islanders when he played. He's always been a journeyman, just barely making the NHL. He's playing 15 to 16 minutes a night right now for the Jackets. And he's scored like a couple goals. The Sharks have been poopty. They haven't been playing well, even with their new coach. Could the Jackets win this? Sure. Does it make sense? No. And I've been saying that the whole time, though, haven't I? I gotta think the Jackets are really tired here. I gotta think the Sharks are at least on the puck line. Sharks on the puck line is probably your safest bet here. I gotta figure that they if they lose this game, if the Sharks lose this game, if I'm the general manager, I'm shipping everybody out. You gotta be winning this game. Gotta. Well, boys and girls, that's my full 42%. I hope you can find it in yourself to get that elbow up and press that like button so we can bring fine pearls all across greater parts of the land and people can get to see the greatness that we are and the wonderful beings that we are becoming. They get to read our comment sections with Mantha and Richie Rich and Randy K and Karen and all of those people coming together, and there's going to be more, and the community will grow, and we'll have more subscribers, and everything is going to be amazing. So excited for all of that. Have a great day, and lots of love to you.